Hi students, today we will start the series of the next class, that is class 8. First chapter, circulatory system, right? In our body, the circulation of various digestive nutrients, excretory products, oxygen, carbon dioxide takes place from one part of the body to the other. The main ingredient which is required for the circulation, it is the blood. So circulatory system, it consists of three parts: heart, blood and blood vessels. Circulatory system consists of three parts: heart, blood and blood vessel. Heart, it pumps the blood. Blood is a liquid fluid that flows in the blood vessels. And blood vessels, they are the minor thin tubes in which the blood flows. I hope it's clear. Blood vessels are the thin tubes in which the blood flows. Blood is a fluid connective tissue that flows in the blood vessels, and this flowing and pumping of the blood from the heart to the different parts of the bodies and from different parts of the bodies back to the heart, that is what the circulatory system. First of all, we will study one by one all these things. First of all, what is blood? Blood is a fluid connective tissue. It is considered as connective tissue because connective tissue, they consist of three substance. Ground substance, fluid, that is the plasma present over there. Fibers, they are the blood corpuscles, RBCs and the WBCs are there. And the cells, that is the blood platelets, are present. Because it has cells, it has fiber, it has the matrix or the ground substance. All three things, they are the basic things of the connective tissue that you have already studied in your class 7 about the connective tissue. So as all the three things are there, it is known as connective tissue. Fluid, because it is a liquid flowing over there, so it is called the fluid connective tissues. It is slightly salty in taste because it contains NaCl. That's why it contains. Now this blood, it consists of two parts: plasma, that is the fluid part of the blood. 40% to 45% is the plasma present in the blood. And the next part, 50 to 55% present, they are the blood corpuscles that consist of RBCs, that is the red blood cells, white blood cells and blood platelets. 55% of them, it constitutes the blood of these blood corpuscles of the platelets present in there. Liquid part, plasma. Under the plasma, it contains the fluid, that is the fluidity of the blood, liquidity, जो इसका liquid तरल पदार्थ है, that is due to present of 90 to 92% water. Plasma, it contains 90 to 92% water and 7 to 8% inorganic salts. The salts which are present and the traces of the other substances are present in it. So plasma, it contains what? It contains NaCl, inorganic substances. It contains digestive nutrients. Excretory gases also contains it is plus water. It's the water, why? So that the things can be exchanged easily among the cells and tissues when it flows through it. Because through it only digested food materials and the other things, they are transported from one place to the another. Now you have RBCs, red blood cells, they are also known as erythrocytes. WBC, they are the white blood cells, they are known as leukocytes. Blood platelets, the small platelets, they are known as thrombocytes. So first we will study one by one. First of all, we will go through the RBCs, that is the red blood cell. Red blood cells, they are also known as erythrocytes. Now what are these RBCs or the red blood cells are there? Red blood cells, RBCs, word itself, red blood cells. Why they are red in color? This red color pigment is present due to the presence of hemoglobin. Hem means iron, globin means it's a protein. Hem means iron and globin is a protein. Due to the presence of the iron content, that imparts red color to the blood. They are shaped, they are biconcave in shape, there's the more surface area. Lifespan 120 days, that may be 100 to 120 days they had, that is their lifespan. Lifespan they have 100 to 120 days, that how much they live. And then they are destroyed. They are destroyed by spleen and liver in your body. During destruction, iron content is used in making the new RBCs. As their lifespan is only for the 3 months, after 3 months they devolve. Why? Because they don't have nucleus. Because nucleus is the main structure of the cell. Without nucleus, cell cannot survive for the longer time, because nucleus controls all the activities of the cell. And in mature RBCs, nucleus is absent. Nucleus is absent so that it has more space for oxygen to combine with the hemoglobin to form oxyhemoglobin, so that it can be transported from one place to another. Main function of RBCs or erythrocytes is to transport oxygen from the lungs to different parts of the bodies, and carbon dioxide from different parts of the bodies back to the lungs that we exhale during the process of respiration. So the mature RBCs are present, so the lifespan is less, they are there. And mitochondria are also absent. Why? As you know, mitochondria are the sites of respiration. If they had mitochondria, they start respiring, then how they are able to transport oxygen? As they have to transport oxygen, so mitochondria, they are absent, lack. Absent mitochondria, they are not able to, so that they should not consume oxygen, they are supposed to transport oxygen. They are found in red bone marrow, that is actually in the long bones, your limbs, hands and legs, the long bones are there. Under these long bones they are produced, and they help in transporting the nutrients, main oxygen. Oxygen supply takes place through the RBCs. Okay, now the next we will talk about the WBCs. Yes, now we talk about another cell, that is the WBC. WBC or white blood cell. White blood cells, they are also known as leukocytes. As WBC, white blood cells, leukocyte, means they are colorless. They are in smaller in the size, the bigger, they are irregular in shape, they are present less in number than in comparison to the RBCs. As they are colorless, they are irregular in shape, their shape is not regular because its shapes goes on changing according to the function they have to perform. As RBCs, they have the main function to transport oxygen and carbon dioxide. Here main function is to protect the body from germs. Protection, that is the main function of the WBCs. They protect, means they increase the immunity power of the body. WBCs, they are less in number. They are present only 4,000 to 13,000 in per millimeter cube. Where RBCs, they have to transport oxygen. They are more. They are present almost 5 to 6 millions per millimeter cube. They are much less than WBCs, much less than RBCs, because the main function is protection. The shape is not regular. They are irregular in shape. They are nucleated. RBCs, nucleus is absent, whereas in case of WBCs, nucleus is present and the nucleus is prominent. On the basis of the on the basis of the shape of the nucleus, they are divided into various groups, that is granulocytes and agranulocyte. When granulocyte means granules are present in the cytoplasm, then they are known as granulocyte. Agranulocyte, granules are absent in the cytoplasm, then they are known as agranule. Agranulocytes, they are of two types, monocytes and lymphocyte. Monocytes, they have rounded nucleus. Lymphocytes, they have bean-shaped or kidney-shaped nucleus. Granulocytes, where granules are present, here they are divided into three: eosinophils, basophils and neutrophils. Eosinophils, they have bilobed nucleus. Basophils, they have multi-shape, means the many lobed nucleus that are present, trilobe, or 2 to 6 lobed nucleus is observed. Neutrophils, they have irregular shape of the nucleus present in them. So this bifurcation, that is due to the shape and size of the granulocytes. Granules are present in cytoplasm, they are classified as granulocytes. If granules are absent, they are classified as agranulocytes. Granulocytes, they are of two types, monocytes and lymphocytes. Agranulocytes, eosinophils, basophils, neutrophils. Actually, you have to remember only this much, right? Now the main, they are the colorless, they are irregular in shape. Their lifespan is 12 hours to 12 days. Their lifespan 100 to 120 days. Here the nucleus absent in RBCs. Here nucleus is present. They are also found in red bone marrow as well as in the lymph nodes also RBCs. And the main function to protect the body from germs. And that's why they show irregular movement. Irregular movement so that they can squeeze out of the capillaries to fight against the infection. And the irregular movement, that is what called amoeboid movement. As you know, amoeba is irregular in shape. It changes its shapes in the form of the legs or the pseudopodia, the direction where the food or the other things are there. It retracts the pseudopodia, it produces pseudopodia wherever it wants. Same way, this amoeboid movement is shown by WBCs to protect the from the infection. The germs and the antigens of foreign bodies are there. They fight and they kill them. And the process of killing the germs is known as diastasis, right? Okay. Now further, I'll talk you about the blood platelets. Now here, I'll continue with the blood platelet. Blood platelets, they are also known as thrombocytes, right? They are also produced in the bone marrow. Here, the nucleus is absent and they help in blood clotting. They are the smallest. These are the blood platelets. They are the smaller in the size as they have the lucidus. These are platelets. Their main function, they help in blood clotting. We will study the blood clotting mechanism. These help in blood clotting. They are produced in bone marrow. Nucleus is absent. Their lifespan is 3 to 7 days. So here, now we have studied about the different parts or the constituents of the blood. Main blood is a fluid connective tissues. It flows in the blood vessel. Now in the next video, we will study about the blood vessel. Right? Thank you, children.